The Rock takes it the best, but this one was.
The Rock takes the best Gore?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the guy's so talented. I know you have him all the time.
Rock's the best.
I seen him one time because I knew Van Damme's parents, right? They would come to ECW shows. Great. And, and they were very supportive of him. Good family and all that. So I knew him, right? And when we were both in WWE, they came to the Joe, right? And then sometimes they'd take road trips, and they were as much part of the locker room family as anyone else, right? Van Damme's parents. So Rock was walking down, and this was in the back, like the hallways and stuff. And then all of a sudden, and nobody knew who they were unless, you were in ECW. And they're just standing there, and Rock just comes over and he goes, "Hey, I'm so-and-so." They knew who he was. He goes, "Hey." And then he knew they were someone's parents or someone. He was just introducing himself.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
He's the best.
Yeah, he just takes his time to just, instead of passing someone by and not saying or introducing you, and he was talking to him for a few minutes, and I thought that was really cool.
First time I interviewed him, so, obviously he does a lot of movie interviews, red carpet interviews, but the first time I got him was backstage at Raw, and he was promoting WrestleMania 28, his match with Cena. And we're all standing.
Where was that at? That was in
WrestleMania 28?
Was that in Florida?
That was Miami, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we did this in Cleveland when I was
working
in Cleveland.
There at that, yeah.
And there's a room full of, I think 4 or 5 of us were about to do interviews. There's a room of maybe 10 or 12 of us there. He walked up to each person. "Hey, I'm Dwayne. Nice to meet you. I'm Dwayne. Good to meet you." It's like,
yeah,
we know who you are. Like, this is amazing.
Right. Yeah. What a good person, kind soul.
So The Rock takes the best Gore?
Yeah, well, he'd flip and everything, and sometimes people would try to do that, and it's just like they'd kick you in the back of the head. It's like just...
He jumps as well. Like, when you're running at...
I don't know what he does, but he's just amazing athlete. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he jumps at the last
second. And then
second.
the stunner, too. I watched some of the stunners. It's like...
Austin says that's the best stunner. He takes the best stunner.
Yeah, I see why. Yeah.
Flips all over the place.
I've seen it,
whole thing.
And then I seen one where he flipped over and rolled over, and somehow he got tagged. His feet were up in the ropes, and he's laying. Yeah. So
I think the story behind that is he was trying to get Steve to laugh.
Oh, okay.
He's like, if I can oversell this, maybe I'll break Steve.
Yeah.
And so he would just keep doing it in more ridiculous ways.
Right. I did that with Sabu one time. I could never get him to laugh. And we're out, and it was probably 2006. And it was a really nice crowd. It was packed too. It was in Jersey someplace. And it wasn't like in Newark. It was like an hour west of that. And it was a theater setting, and it was packed, and we're fighting through the crowd. And I just start screaming every time he punches me, like overly screaming. And then he grabbed me, he goes, "Stop that." And he punched me again. And sometimes his shots would really land. And so anyways, he goes, "I told you, stop that." And punches me again. He starts laughing. That's why he was telling me to stop it, because he was going to laugh.